It may be true that there are certain things people do to others, they may not take the same from anyone. This assertion appeared to have come into play in the current administration of Nigeria President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who in the era of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan apparently used spin logic to always make false statements, incite the public against the government, destroy the reputation and personality of the then President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. As you may know, spin logic in communication is a public relations campaign strategy that uses deliberate biased or misleading interpretations of events and information to influence public perception. In one of the viral videos between 2012 and 2014 in the history of politics in Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was then a chieftain of the defunct Action Congress of Nigeria, ACN, and later All Progressives Congress, APC, allegedly told a gathering of thousands of people that the then President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan said Nigeria citizens should face death or starve to death, directly or indirectly saying that the then President Jonathan did not care about the well-being of his people. Till date, Tinubu has not shown any evidence to back up his claim that the people are hungry. President Jonathan said they should face death, and in some occasions, Tinubu called on the police not to attack protesters. Specifically, on November 29, 2013, Tinubu tweeted via Twitter, now X social media platform, that police do not attack protesters, your children are involved, your lives are involved, your children's future lie here, and urged millions of Nigerians to protest peacefully against the Jonathan-led government. And in one of the protests, Occupy Niger, allegedly sponsored by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, according to Reno Omokri, who was then a media spokesperson to Jonathan, the then President Jonathan's photo was placed on a coffin as a dead man, and the coffin was labeled RIP, meaning rest in peace. Also, in February 2011, as reported by Nigeria media, Tinubu described the then President Goodluck Jonathan as a drunkard sinking fisherman, a word that appears to falsely describe the then President Jonathan as a man that always take too much of alcohol to the extent of losing control of his behavior. But, under the same Tinubu, who is now the President of Nigeria, the State Security Service, SSS, also known as the Department of State Service, DSS, has filed a court case against Facebook and X social media companies over a post published separately on August 25 and 26, 2025 by a well-known human rights activist and anti-government critic, Omoyele Sowore, and his online media, Sowore Reporters. And in the 5-count charges, the DSS accused Omoyele Sowore of making defamatory or false statements against the person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for describing the president as a criminal after the president allegedly said there is no more corruption in Nigeria. In the legal battle, Omoyele Sowore has also gone to court to stop Facebook, X social media, from deleting his posts and sued the DSS for unconstitutional media censorship. The DSS in the suit marked FHC ABJ CR 484 2025 also joined Meta, the parent company of Facebook and X Corporation, as defendants at the Federal High Court in Abuja. The criminal charges filed and dated September 16 was filed by Mohammed Abubakar, Director of Public Prosecutions, Federal Ministry of Justice, after the DSS wrote to Facebook, X and Sowore to delete the post and deactivate Sowore account, but the parties appeared to have refused to honor the DSS requests. In the 5-count charge, Sowore, the publisher of Sowore Reporters, was alleged to have made a false claim against the person of the president by referring to him as a criminal. Sowore, the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, in 2019 and 2023, in the charge is accused of contravening the provisions of the Cybercrimes Prohibition, Prevention, etc. Amendment Act, 2024. Count 1 of the charge alleged that Sowore, on or about August 25, did use his official X handle page, @YeleSowore, to send out a message, tweet. The message is said to be, "This criminal at official PBAT actually went to Brazil to state that there is no more corruption under his regime in Nigeria. What audacity to lie shamelessly." The message, which he knew to be false, was posted for the purpose of causing a breakdown of law and order in the country, especially among individuals who hold divergent views on the personality of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. The offense is said to be contrary to Section 24(1)(b) of the Cybercrimes, Prohibition, Prevention, etc. Amendment Act, 2024, among other counts. Meanwhile, Omiyele Sowore also filed a lawsuit against the DSS and owners of Meta and X Corporation not to delete his posts, saying, "The issue is about principles, not personality." Sowore originating summon reads, "On behalf of our client, Omiyele Sowore, we have filed 2 fundamental rights actions at the Federal High Court, Abuja, against the State Security Service, SSS, Meta, owners of Facebook, and X Corporation, formerly Twitter. These suits were filed to challenge the unconstitutional censorship initiated by the DSS, SSS against Sowore's accounts maintained with Meta and X. The lawsuit states categorically that this is about the survival of free speech in Nigeria. If state agencies can dictate to global platforms who may speak and what may be said, then no Nigerian is safe. Their voices will be silenced at the whim of those in power. Censorship of political criticism is alien to democracy. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in Section 39, guarantees every citizen the right to freedom of expression, without interference. No security agency, no matter how powerful, can suspend or delete those rights. Meta and X must also understand this. When they bow to unlawful censorship demands, they become complicit in the suppression of liberty. They cannot hide behind neutrality while authoritarianism is exported onto their platforms. Our prayers before the court are simple, that the SSS has no power in law to censor Nigerians on social media, that Meta and X must not lend their platforms as tools of repression, and that our clients' rights and by extension, the rights of all Nigerians, be fully protected against unlawful censorship. We call on all lovers of freedom, journalists, human rights defenders, and the Nigerian people to stand firm. Today it is Sowore. Tomorrow it may be you. This struggle is not about personalities. It is about principle, and we shall resist every attempt to turn Nigeria into a digital dictatorship. Signed, Toke Temokanov, Toke Temokan Chambers, Lagos, Esquire on the 16th of September 2025. We had reported that as people of Nepal in South Asia country took to the streets in an unprecedented manner to protest an end to corruption and bad leadership in the country during the week after a short-lived ban on social media by the Nepalese government, Nigeria's secret police known as Department of State Security Service, DSS appeared to have doubled efforts apparently to avert the unpleasant Nepal situation in the West Africa country, a situation where some politicians in the South Asia country tasted the bitter side of their citizens like never before. The DSS has appeared to be on the neck of X social media management to ensure the deletion of a post tweeted by the founder of Sowore Reporters. News media and a well-known anti-government critic, Omiyele Sowore, that allegedly described the Nigeria president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a criminal, a statement Sowore made in reaction to the words of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over corruption in Nigeria while the president was on official visit in Brazil. The DSS said Sowore misrepresented the president's statement and as such, the supporters of the president are not happy over it. Hence, the security service demanded a retracted publication from Omiyele Sowore, but, in a swift reaction, Omiyele declined and accused the DSS of always acting illegally.
Hunger is increasing, they say so what?
Most of you don't know.
Unemployment is a cause, they say yes, we know.
Waste in Lagos.
Why are the people hungry? Is that let them face death?
But again, I can't say it enough.
That is what is in Abuja
This is with the kind of leaders
of today.
frontrunners in all this in this election.
The current way of governance
Town hall meeting people.
make nation do the
Can
impossible.
use to generate electricity.
What it does, it makes poverty and the erosion of just society inevitable.
In Lagos.
We have gathered at this hour, in this place, to put an end to the national corruption and corruption. We have assembled here today to bring a new day, a new Nigeria to our people. Today, the Nigerian people are decent and hardworking people.
Sowore Radio, bringing you the news in a more digital way.